It's Mrs. Therese again. Here we go. Eyes are watching, ears are listening, voices quiet, bodies calm. This is how we listen. This is how we listen at group time. At group time. You know it. Let's go ahead. Let's sing our whole song this time because we haven't done that in a while. I like that song. I hope you do too. I think you do. Here we go. So we're going to say the A says eh. The A says eh. Every letter makes a sound. The A says eh. The B says b. The B says b. Every letter makes a sound. The B says b. The C says k. The C says k. Every letter makes a sound. The C says k. The D says d. The D says d. Every letter makes a sound. The D says d. The E says eh. The E says eh. Every letter makes a sound. The E says eh. The F says f. The F says f. Every letter makes a sound. The F says f. The G says g. The G says g. Every letter makes a sound. The G says g. The H says h. The H says h. Every letter makes a sound. The H says h. The I says I. The I says I. Every letter makes a sound. The I says I. The J says j. The J says j. Every letter makes a sound. The J says j. The K says k. The K says k. Every letter makes a sound. The K says k. The L says O. The L says O. Every letter makes a sound. The L says O. The M says mm. The M says mm. Every letter makes a sound. The M says mm. The N says mm. The N says mm. Every letter makes a sound. The N says mm. The O says ah. The O says ah. Every letter makes a sound. The O says ah. The P says p. The P says p. Every letter makes a sound. The P says p. The Q says qu. The Q says qu. Every letter makes a sound. The Q says qu. The R says The R says Every letter makes a sound. The R says And the S says s. The S says s. Every letter makes a sound. The S says s. The T says t. The T says t. Every letter makes a sound. The T says t. The U says The U says Every letter makes a sound. The U says The V says v. The V says v. Every letter makes a sound. The V says v. The W says w. The W says w. Every letter makes a sound. The W says w. The X says x. The X says x. Every letter makes a sound. The X says x. The Y says y. The Y says y. Every letter makes a sound. The Y says y. The Z says z. The Z says z. Every letter makes a sound. The Z says z. Yep, you got that one down. All right. Should I do shapes, numbers, or colors next? What do you think? Oh, let's do colors. I have them in my hand. We'll sing our song. Here we go. I'm going to sing with you, and then I'm going to let you sing on your own. Here we go. Red and orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple with brown, pink, white, and black. Are you ready? Get those singing voices ready. Here we go. You're singing it now. Here we go. Oh my goodness, you guys are good at that. All right. Did you guys sing red and orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple with brown, pink, white, and black? Ugh, amazing. All right, what next? What next? All right, let's go with numbers. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I like that. All right. You guys, you go ahead and sing the numbers 1 through 10. I'll join you. I'll join you when we hit 11, okay? Here we go. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, kiddos. So you sang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You know your numbers. I will tell you that. That was amazing. All right. Are you ready for your sides and points? Here we go. What's this one? What shape is this? A rectangle. Ready? A rectangle has two long sides. A rectangle has two short sides. Of all of the shapes we know, a rectangle has 2 long and 2 short sides. Let's try that one again. A rectangle has 2 long sides. A rectangle has 2 short sides. Of all of the shapes we know, a rectangle has 2 long and 2 short sides. A star. A star has 5 points. A star has 5 points. Of all of the shapes we know, a star has 5 points. What about this one? A circle. A circle has no sides. A circle has no sides. Of all of the shapes we know, a circle has no sides. Ooh, which one's next? Which one? This one. A triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. A triangle has 3 sides. Of all of the shapes we know, a triangle has 3 sides. This one. Oh, I can't trick you. It's a heart. Ugh. You are right. Okay, here we go. A heart has 2 curves and a point. A heart has 2 curves and a point. Of all of the shapes we know, a heart has 2 curves and a point. And a square. A square has 4 sides. A square has 4 sides. Of all of the shapes we know, a square has 4 sides. But what if I do this? It's a diamond, or a kite, or a rhombus, yes. A diamond has 4 points. A diamond has 4 points. Of all of the shapes we know, a diamond has 4 points. All right, kiddos. Last week, we learned who protects us. Who helps protect us in our neighborhood with a uniform and a badge. A police officer. And we learned who protects us in case there's a fire and teaches us how to keep ourselves safe from fire. Firefighters, yes. Today's community helper is someone who helps make you feel better. Maybe if you've hurt yourself and you need to go get a bandage to cover your owie. Or I'm not feeling too good. If I'm not feeling too good, I'm going to go see this person. And they're going to look at me in my throat and in my eyes and in my ears. And they're going to listen to my lungs and my chest, my heartbeat. And then they're going to give me some medicine so that I can feel better. Who are those community helpers? Who do you think they are? Doctors and nurses, you got it. Doctors and nurses are community helpers that help us stay healthy and help us get healthy if we do get sick or if we get injured, which means you get a little owie. Doctors and nurses are community helpers. Yes, and they help us stay healthy. You are so good. I can't wait to do this riddle next time. I've got a really good community helper one next time. I'll see you then. Bye-bye, kiddos.